Hi, so welcome to the next UV unwrapping. This time we're going to do a tree, something a bit more complicated. Although exactly the same principle, you know, it's the edges that will count. So we need to make sure we get the edges in the right place for it to unwrap successfully. So what we're going to do is it's basically a whole bunch of tubes that you're laying out, and we're going to do the main trunk. And then the roots will separate the branches and the little branches, and that'll probably be good enough, I think. So we'll just, you know, we can start and unwrap, and then, you know, keep going as we go along. So first things first, UV unwrap. Secondly, get an unwrap on there. So we've got this. Okay, so the other thing I did was move the peel up. So you see this little grabber on the corner here. You can grab them and move them around. These little, you know, you can like take it down so it comes down further, or you can move it up, and it's just nearer the top now. So in fact, let's put it right at the top. So you got the selection and the peel together now. So you don't have to keep going scrolling like that. It's just a bit more convenient. Okay, so we have an edge already around the base, and that's because that is an edge. You know, there's no polygons underneath, so it has to be an edge. There's no other option for that. So what we're going to do first is going to separate all the roots. So if we get our point to point, and we do this, just take it around each of the roots like that, and just separate them off. Okay, that's cool. They should unravel. We might have to ease the tension on the end so they sort of flattens out up to the seam. So that's imagine that as a seam. You want to unfold it. Just might have to do this on the. Let's just. You might just have to do this just so that that can fold out and that can fold out, and yeah, we have to do this little one here. Just take this one over like so. Okay, that's cool. Now we do the big branch here. So we just separate this. Sort of like that, bring it around like so, and then just do the rest exactly the same. We will have to put seams up through these branches because otherwise it won't be able to unwrap, so we'll have to do that, and then do the ends as well. So where do we want to take this? We want to take this one around here, I think. Out to there. Like that. There you go. Got to do this one. Undo that one. There we go. Next one is this one up here. So all the way around, just keep doing it to all of them. I think. Yeah, so that's good. Right, now we need a seam for each one. So if you think about, we're going to be standing there, we're going to be looking up, so we'll do the seam. Oh, actually there's another one here, we need to do this one too. So we'll do the seams from the top. That way when you're looking up, if you do see them a little bit, you know, you won't see them because you'll be underneath, so the seam will be on top. So if we do this along here, Make that a seam. Okay, that end, it's not right. What's happening there? We'll just get the end too, and that way it will lay out flat. Okay, and we need to do that with all of them. So just do a seam for each one, and I'm going to put it on fast forward because you don't want to watch me doing seams. I'll just do this one, then the rest will be on fast forward. So there we go. And when you get an end like this, you need to go around and separate that out too. Like that. Just so you've got a nice round end. Okay, so do the rest. Put seams on all the other branches. I'll be right back. Okay, so that's all the main branches. Now we need a seam. Now we need a seam up the trunk. And we're going to take the shortest route up here. And we're probably going to split it at the top also. So we'll take this route up to here, like that. That's fine. And from there we can go up to there. Now we could split it around here, and then we'll have that set because it's quite a big object, so we can split it around there. You won't see that from the ground, so that means this piece here has got its own island. So we need to split that as well, so we need to give that a seam up to the top and around the top. Like that. Okay, so the last thing to do is all these little islands on here, all these little branches. So what I'm going to do, they're all the same. I'm going to do one, and then I'll do the rest on fast forward. I might even fade it because it's quite a few, but I'll do one, watch me do it, and then you do all the rest. Okay, so yeah, I mean it's the same, exactly the same. So all you're doing is setting an edge along here like this, edge, edge, like that. Just regularly save as well. Let me just have a look, go to wireframe mode and check. Okay, so you need to do the edges of them as well, because they're not like that. The ends of them, make sure you do the ends, both ends, so they unfold. Okay, so I'm going to do the rest on fast forward, or I might just fade and then bring it back, and then all the rest will be done. And I challenge you to do the same also. So just do what I did to that one to all these other little ones, and then we'll have our tree done, and we'll take a look what it looks like. So here we go. All right, there we go. I think that's it. Let's go in. Let's do a quick unpeel and see where we're at. Okay, so there's all our pieces. Just check them all. Let's just go through them all here. That's the main trunk, as you can see. Goes all the way up. There's a nice seam down there. That seems to have worked really well, that edge. We have a branch there, which is pretty cool. Of course, these can be organised a lot better. Okay, there's an odd thing there. Let's have a look at that. It looks like a face. Okay, we probably can. Why is it weird like that? See if any of the verts are on top of each other here. Turn that off, and so just pull them around and see what's going on. Okay, so there's what's going on. Didn't quite unwrap right. It's probably because it's not welded. I'm guessing, but as long as it's now, you're never going to see it anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's tiny. So that's solved that. There's another little one there. That's an end piece that you can see. Everything else looks pretty good. So let's just select it all. Not verts, let's go to the face level. Select everything like that. That should be the whole tree. We're going to put a big texture on here. So 2K for sure. So if we put that on rotate, make that, that's packed it quite nicely. Yeah, so what we probably want to try and do, actually thinking about it, is maybe get this, maybe get the when we put texture on this, we're going to try and rotate the image in substance so that it looks like it's flowing down the you know, like bark does. So if it's flowing down this way, we want to make sure our islands are all flowing in the right direction. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but you know, we want to make sure. We can always tweak it as we go along here, but let's see if we can it's like this one here. So this island here should be the same sort of orientation as that one there. So if we decide that, yeah, we're going to keep that like that, let's just move these. In fact, let's just move it all out for now, so we can do it manually, because we've got to be clever with this. We can't scale it yet. We have to scale it all together. We can't scale individual pieces, if you remember, but we can move things around, rotate them, and things like that, and organize them much more interesting way. So that there piece is fine because it's in the same direction as that. This one here, let's just rotate that around so it's in that same orientation. In fact, let's do it that way. Just slightly rotate that around like that, so as it's flowing in the right direction. You just move it like that. Rotate that. Some of these we can just push into a little hole like that, save some space. So all these pieces are the ends of the branches. Let's just move that one out of there. Now we can start bringing these in. Orientate them in the right direction. That was already in the right direction. And just pack them Just be clever the way you pack them. We could have accepted what Max gave us, but I want to try and get them all flowing in the same direction. So okay, now I'm going to select all of the islands, and I'm going to scale them up very slightly. Here we go, just to make them fit a bit better. You have to do them all together, remember. Now I'm doing it so that I can, yeah, see that? I think that'll probably do. I'm doing it so I can organise them a bit tighter, and then put these in the gaps that I have left. So let's just get them off the floor and to the right, off the bottom, like that. Okay, now we can just adjust it. So that's not fitting now, so we can I'm showing you this because it is a bit of a juggling act to get all the pieces to fit sometimes, especially on a complex object like this. And you need to utilize the entire space, really. I think we're certainly going to do that with this tree. Right, now we're going to put all these pieces back in, and we can see a lot of gaps around the edge. So let's just do this. There you go. They're all nicely packed. So if we do a big, like, 2K texture for that tree, I think we should be good to go. That looks pretty good. Just save that. That's looking good. That's looking very good. Okay, so that's how you unwrap a tree. Well, that's how I unwrap a tree. I mean, you don't have to do it like that. You can do it however you want. But that's how I would do it. And when we get that into Substance, you'll see it works pretty good. So that's it. Collapse the stack. Let's put the wireframe off, turn shading back on, and that's it. We're ready to go. Let's just put a colour on that, a brown. There you go, just because we can. Okay, so that's UVs done for our tree. So the other oak tree, I think you should do. I'll probably show you another tree, but now we're going to go on to the big one, the hut. So that's quite a big job, and we're going to do various things in that. We're going to split it off into multi-sub objects, and we're going to use multiple textures on that one object. So let's go and look at the hut. So I'll see you in the next lecture.